And just like that, we're back.
A16, turn me up.
Welcome into episode 242 of the Views from Track 400 podcast. Today is February 5th, 2026. And the Super Bowl is finally here. Boys, we made it through another football season.
It's here, man. It's the game we've been waiting for all season. I cannot believe who's in it, but I'm thrilled to see it here. Thrilled about this football season. You know, always good to see your team in the chip, but love this football season.
Yeah, my first question to you guys, I'll ask you what a reporter asked Mike Vrabel at the mockery that has become Super Bowl opening night media day. Is Sunday a must-win?
For the Patriots, no. They weren't even supposed to be here.
It's a Super Bowl game. Yeah, it's a must-win. They don't come by often.
People weren't expecting the rebuild to happen this quick.
Look, I can understand that angle, but this is the friggin' Super Bowl. Yes, it's a must-win game. They don't come around that often. First one that Vrabel will be coaching in. First one that, honestly, probably the majority of these players on these two teams will be playing in. So, yeah, take it while it's here.
I feel like if we did a very quick 400 of must-win games, the Super Bowl would probably be the 1-1 of must-win games of must-win games.
Yeah, one game elimination. All
maybe
the
the
line right there.
Can you call World Series Game 7? Throw that in there.
See, the Super Bowl is still more must-win, I think, than World Series Game 7.
Just look at it.
Yeah, you don't have Bad Bunny watching you play in World Series Game 7.
You don't. They do pregame concerts, though.
Yeah, I mean, NFL is king. There's more people watching that game, the Super Bowl, than any other game. One game showdown. I mean, yes, the easy answer is yes. It'd be 1-on-1.
Yeah, Super Bowl and then World Cup final, which is in the U.S. this summer.
Yeah, in Jet Life, right?
Yes.
That should be fun. All right. Well, we can get into the actual Super Bowl here. Of course, the Patriots and the Seahawks, who Jack, of course, mentioned, we all thought would be here at the end of the season. Guys, after the Super Bowl, the Patriots will have played in 20% of the Super Bowls in the history of the NFL.
That's not fair.
It's not like there's 800 Super Bowls.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Was it 60 this
12
year?
12 out of 60.
It's insanity.
Yeah, they're 6-5. Their last win, of course, was Super Bowl 53 against McVay and the Rams. We all remember that Super Bowl being such a fun barn burner, back and forth offensive slugfest. Of course, they beat the Seahawks, Super Bowl 49. Who can forget that? I'm sure a lot of people get drunk from our drinking game rule that every time they mention Malcolm Butler on Sunday, it's a drink. But yeah, this team is not like the Patriots of the past. They always had Tom Brady. Now it's Drake May.
Well, yeah, Drake May and Vrabel, which is the new Brady and Belichick for the next Patriots dynasty that we didn't think we were getting this early.
Yeah, it's actually insanity. Like I've already said on this show, like 5 minutes ago, this isn't even 5 minutes long. It's insanity that they're already back here again, but we've seen the road they've had to get here. This is a must-win game for them. There's no guarantee they're coming back next year. They're not all worldly. There's no guarantee they come back next year.
I mean, they were, and of course they didn't have Mike Vrabel last year, but they went from 3-14 to 14-3. The NFL is very volatile. I know the AFC East is not the hardest division, especially with the Bills possibly imploding, but yeah, you can't. It's not like you have prime Tom Brady and prime Bill Belichick here. As much as I'm sure Patriots fans want to think this is the next coming of the dynasty, I think there's a lot to be said. Although Drake May did something that I was going to say Eli Manning. Tom Brady has never done in his career. He beat 3 top 5 offenses in the postseason to get to the Super Bowl. Top 5 defenses.
I was going to say not offenses. There's no way CJ Stroud was touting a top 5 offense. That's blasphemy. Now, but look, to say that this isn't the start of the dynasty, like, I don't know. I'm taking a step back because for them to reach this point, like I just said, there's no guarantee they come back next year, but for them to reach the Super Bowl and get what this feels like, even if they have their Jalen Hurts moment where they're watching the confetti come down on the field, for next year, for the year after that, like, they're going to remember that feeling. They're going to be back. I've got a feeling. I'm not ready to call it a dynasty, that's for sure, but they're going to be back. Just maybe not next year.
You know what's really key? I think a couple things. One, isn't the same offensive coordinator still there? Like he's been there forever. What's his name?
McDaniels left for, I guess, when they were still Oakland for a little bit.
Like a year,
Raiders.
right? And then he came back.
Yeah.
Went to head coach the Raiders for a little while.
Belichick did the Thanos thing. You couldn't live with your failure. Way to bring you.
And so he's still been there for the past few years, or like a long time, is what I'm trying to get at. So the consistency of somebody who's just running, whether they're cycling head coaches, somebody who has an offensive scheme in place, and just running that for so many years. And then you look, Robert Kraft's still there. Do they still have the front office or most of the front office that's in place when they had Tom Brady for all those years? So if they get handed Vrabel, who we know now is a pretty great head coach from what we saw in Tennessee and now to the Super Bowl, and then, Drake May, who, he's been good. So I am optimistic about, the front office has already kind of been handed this puzzle before, and, their experience to maybe pull the strings. And hey, we just did it with Tom Brady. We remember it. Let's see what we can implement from that. And maybe they have some kind of formula to success.
Yeah, the one bugaboo with May, and he was an MVP contender, of course, in the regular season, probably will lose it to Stafford, because I'm sure they'll want to give Stafford the lifetime achievement MVP, even though he probably deserves it with his 50 touchdown passes.
I think it's deserving enough to where you can't take jabs at it.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But May was great in the regular season. In the playoffs, though, it's just 177 pass yards a game. He's turned the ball over 3 times. He does have 5 touchdowns, and yeah, he has played 3 top 5 defenses, but it hasn't been as automatic as it was. This was a really good offense in the regular season.
It hasn't been bad, right? He's won games. I could care less about the stats. Unless you're doing CJ Stroud things, then all right, let's pay attention to the stats, because that was just probably the worst thing you've ever seen. But he's going out there. He's winning games. He's taking care of the football for the most part, doing what he needed to do, just staying afloat. Those rushing yards in the Denver game, like, all he needed to do was just, do things right. And that's what he did. So, Brady never put up huge numbers in the playoffs. He did what he had to do.
He holds the all-time record for passing yards in a Super Bowl.
Well, he's also been to 5 million of them, so that makes sense, though. He kind of had to in that Falcons game, so.
I think he did it in the Eagles game.
He had over 500 yards in the Eagles game.
Also that one. The one he lost, yeah.
So he's done it in multiple.
Look, you know what I'm trying to say. Tom Brady was – how many times did we see him just check it down to the running back? Like 10 to 15 times a game. He did what he needed to do to win the football games. Like, we never needed to see – I guess, sometimes we did, and especially in the losses. But for the most part, he just did what he needed to do, right?
I guess. I think you're vastly underrating Tom Brady's greatness here.
Jack's a Tom Brady hater, and it's
I'm
fine.
a Patriots hater through and through.
Tom Brady was really good at football.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
And I think
Miles Jack still wasn't down.
I think it's now been settled he's the reason, more than Belichick, that they won all those Super Bowls. But yeah, I do see the kind of the comp there, because this Patriots team, whether it's because Josh McDaniels is still there or because all the front office guys are still there, it kind of built the same as those Brady teams. They don't really have, if you take out the Randy Moss year, of course, maybe Gronk years, but Stephon Diggs was there.
Sorry, I was just going to say, this team is a spitting image of what we've seen, I think, from all those Brady Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, Diggs was their best receiver in the regular season with 1,013 yards. And 17 games. That's really not much. They didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher. Travion had 900. Stevenson had 600. And Travion doesn't touch the ball now in the postseason. So it's kind of just a band of, I guess, above average weapons on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like was Brady's whole career. And I know he's turned midget receivers into legends and borderline Hall of Famers. Not sure who got in or who didn't. But other than 1 year where Randy Moss had freaking 30 touchdowns, who else like had those crazy stats? I feel like that was like Tom Brady every year.
I mean, the big difference would be Gronk. He just had him towards the end. But like in those first couple, it was Deion Branch.
Dante Stallworth was there for a stint. Like I'm trying to think of like I mean, other than Randy Moss, there was no NFL legends.
No, I'm
and
sure
I know I'm missing somebody. I'm gonna get killed for that, but
yeah, was it Marshall Faulk that was the running back for?
He was there for a while.
He was there for a bit. Yeah,
like
I mean, plug and play guys. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis being outstanding for like a year or two, and then falling off the face of the earth.
The lieu of receiving backs.
Danny Woodhead, GOAT.
Danny Woodhead,
James White, Rex Burkhead. Oh God, Deion Lewis was they had the same guy, just a different skin tone for like 5 straight years.
Dude, they got it done. They got the formula. The running backs are a little different, I guess. They don't have that out. Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson are in between the tackles, and that's it.
We'd be wrong to not mention Edelman and Wes Welker, though.
Thought you were going to go Aaron Hernandez.
Come on.
He will not be playing this Sunday.
No, he won't. Wes Welker probably would have won that second Giants Super Bowl if he would have caught that pass on 3rd and 6. By the way, Drake May, the worst 3rd and 6 quarterback in the league.
Where does Danny Amendola rank in all those old guys?
Towards the bottom.
With Chris Hogan.
Yeah.
Amendola was more electric than Hogan.
He was, but still.
Yeah.
He's just right above him.
He was more electric than Hogan, but not as electric as Edelman.
See, I think, he was maybe
Edelman.
The poor man's Edelman.
Edelman, Welker, Amendola, Hogan. And then they probably had another 2 more like lacrosse guys back there.
Chris Hogan was healthy, though. Amendola would tear his hamstring every other game.
But early Amendola, dude.
Rams Amendola?
No.
I'm trying to think of who else they had. And this is the Super Bowl the Patriots are in, so we're allowed to go down these rabbit holes of old short white guys. Old short white guys that Brady used to throw to. We're allowed to do this rabbit hole.
Don't worry, we'll get to the Legion of Boom in a little bit.
It's the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Right, you think was 2014 like the prime of random white guys for the Patriots? Like that era?
Yeah, I would say the early 2010s.
I'll go 2014. We
have
have
the Legion of Boom versus Tom Brady Super Bowl, right? Or is that kind of the tail end of?
I think that was 13 or 14.
Or was that the height?
No, that was the Malcolm Butler Super Bowl.
So in 2014, Brady's leading receivers were Gronk, Edelman, Brandon LaFell. One of the running backs we forgot, Shane Vereen.
Josh Gordon was there for a bit.
Yeah, then you have Amendola. Remember Brian Timms and Kembrell Tompkins?
Remember Kembrell Tompkins?
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember
Brian Timms. I don't remember.
Brian Timms was there for like 2 years.
He's not ringing a bell.
I feel like he had some big games. He had a game against Buffalo where he had a decent game. I probably had him in fantasy. That's why.
Go to like the 2009 team or 2010 team.
I feel like that was 2010 the year he got hurt. I think 2010 was the year Matt Castle was there.
It was, and they still made the playoffs. I thought.
Yeah, they did. All right, I think we're pretty much caught up on our random white guys. Brandon Tate was there, not a white guy, but he had a decent career.
Brandon Tate was good.
All right, back to the the Patriots of today. No Brandon Tate. They do have Stephon Diggs. Mac Hollins is there. He's had a decent playoffs.
He's a good player.
Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, who we'll get to in our bets. I'm a big Austin Hooper guy on Sunday. They have guys. Not anybody that really stands out. And against a really good Seahawks defense, I think that's why the public's not too keen on the Patriots in this game.
No. I mean, everybody loves Seattle. There's no way they lose. They just are they're the best, the spread, they're getting a better roster. I mean, honestly, not sure why the Patriots are even showing up.
I mean,
the game's already over. That's what we're hearing.
Look, for me, this comes down to Sam Darnold. Are we getting into it right now?
I mean, let's talk some Seahawks. We can go right into the Seahawks. What do you have to say about Sam Darnold?
I think this game comes down to him. I really do. I think that the Seahawks have proven time and time again over this season against very good opponents that they are a phenomenal team, the best in the league. And the only thing that worries me is Sam Darnold.
Why does Sam Darnold worry? Do you have multiple reasons? Not that I disagree, but curious is why. And you can answer too, Brian, because I know you're a hater. You've been on flip-flop on both sides with Darnold too. But save whatever you got. Save it. I don't need to be told otherwise.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on the Seahawks like most people. They've proved to me that they're the best team in the league this year. But Sam Darnold, I've seen what he can do with the football. I've seen the way he can turn it over.
In the postseason, that's 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 470 yards.
And it just has to hold up for one more game.
Did the Rams game not prove it to you?
I think the Patriots
in San Francisco ended the year.
The Patriots proved that they have a better defense than the Rams this season. And because of that, I'm still a little bit worried about Darnold. I'm still a little bit worried about him. It's just a little bit of doubt. They got 2 weeks to prepare for him. They could pull. It's the Pats. They could pull some crazy stuff where Darnold gets a little uncomfortable. Next thing you know, we're not asking that much of Drake May. Check it down. We've seen the formula. All right. Yep. So that's why I'm a little worried here. But I'm still riding like Seahawks, man. I believe that he can get it done. It just worries me.
I think it's fair to be worried, but at some point, I want to not believe in Sam Darnold, but at some point, it's like their defense is that good. They had the best point differential in the regular season. Yeah, they barely beat the Rams, but I mean, they had that game in hand.
I mean, the Rams were the second best team in the league this year. Fair enough.
It's just for as much as you said, Drake May's done enough, I feel like it's much easier for Sam Darnold to do enough in this head-to-head game, and that's all he has to do.
That's what I'm saying. I believe in it. I do. He just worries me. As long as he doesn't come out and have crazy turnovers, I fully believe they will win this game.
My dumb conspiracy that I'm going to go with, and try bear with me here, but 2017 Eagles beat the Patriots in an offensive shootout to win the Super Bowl. The next year, Patriots play the Los Angeles Rams, beat the Rams in an ugly 13-3, horrible, worst Super Bowl ever, people say, at least in the 21st century. Fast forward to last year, Eagles win in a huge offensive win. So, if history repeats itself for the only 2 Eagles Super Bowls, the year after the Patriots get it done in an ugly battle. Conspiracy theory I'll throw out there.
I like it. I
do like that. Also,
talk about a tinfoil hat there, Jack and Brian.
I know that Super Bowl against the Rams, there wasn't a lot of points, but
yeah, you made a face that wasn't the worst Super Bowl of the 21st century. Please
let
me know which one topped that.
I like that Super Bowl.
I'll go the Seahawks not the last time they were in it, the second last time they were in it, their only win, they just boat raced the Broncos. That game sucked.
43-8 at JetLife, I think, right?
Yeah, that game sucked. And even last year, I think I enjoyed Rams and Patriots more than I enjoyed last year's.
even though it was 13-10, I still feel like the Patriots had full control of that game back in 2017, and the Rams just like never really had a shot.
Yeah, but it was still close on the scoreboard.
It was like close on the scoreboard, but it just felt like the Patriots were just in complete control the entire game.
There's still reason to watch though. Like last year, after Kendrick, I was checked out.
All right, well,
and after the Percy
That's
Harvin return,
that is true. I also really hated the Broncos. What was it? Broncos Panthers Super Bowl. Where
that was a good one.
I thought
Cam got smacked around from the jump. I didn't think it was a
They
great
were in
Super
the
Bowl.
game. They didn't lose the game until that Cam fumble at the end where he didn't jump on the ball.
Maybe I'm remembering it a little bit differently than you, but I just remember him getting hit in the mouth, getting fumbling like out the gate, and it not being a great Super Bowl.
I think that might have been the last one in Santa Clara.
I have no idea where that game was played.
I believe it was Santa Clara. Let's see. Broncos, Panthers, Super Bowl. It was 24-10. Broncos got out to a 10-0 lead, and the Panthers cut it to 13-7 at half. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't close, but the Panthers were always there.
All right. Yeah, maybe it was that 10-0 start that has stuck in my head. But anyway,
That was in Levi Stadium.
I did like that Rams Patriots Super Bowl. You know, Matt,
Would
fair
you
enough.
That was so awesome.
It was just I thought it was a master class by Belichick.
It was.
Especially, you know, that was a Rams team who had been putting up points with Goff and that trio. I think it was a trio of receivers.
Dude, that Rams team was unreal.
It was like Tavon Austin and Brandon Cooks and
I forget who
Robert Woods was there still.
Bobby Trees was there. Yeah. It was a fun offense. And they were putting up points. So I thought them playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl and the Patriots holding them to like 3 points. I just thought it was a masterclass by Belichick and loved watching it. But I understand that that's not for everyone. Other people want to see 60 points in the game, and that's fair.
The game was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter.
Well, didn't feel like the Rams were ever going to win.
Let's see. So they scored it. Sony Michel scored the only touchdown of the game. Halfway through the fourth quarter.
What was the final score?
13-3. They iced it with a field goal with a minute left.
Didn't they get Giovanni Bernard for a little while too?
Yeah.
No, I think that was the Bucs. That was Brady's Bucs team with Bernard.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Giovanni Bernard.
Maybe both.
I thought he was on the Pats for a bit and then on the Bengals.
He started on the
Bengals for Bucs.
He was on Bengals for a while. I thought he went to the.
I didn't know he made it down to Tampa.
Yeah, I think you're just thinking of him playing with Brady, but it was with Brady on Tampa.
It was just Tampa.
Yeah, it was just Tampa. Jeremy Hill was a Patriot. I think he was in the same backfield as Bernard.
Yeah, he was on the Bengals and the Pats.
Yep.
That makes sense. That's probably who I was thinking of.
Back to Seattle here. The other thing I think they just have, I know the Patriots are the well-coached team, but Seattle special teams has been special. Headlined by Rashid Shaheed, longest kickoff return touchdown in Seahawks postseason history, beating that Percy Harvin kickoff return touchdown that we all remember. I mean, they're just so good. They led the league in point differential. They had a higher point differential than they did the year with the Legion of Boom. They gave up 17.2 points per game, which is the best in the league. People, too, by the way, that stat about Drake May and the top 5 defenses, they're going by yards per game. I think the best way to judge a defense is points per game, but that's just me. And Seattle is first in that category. And they're 6th in yards per game.
Sorry, I'm debating in my head right now whether or not I think that should be judged by yards or points.
I feel like points is fine. That's if you let up less points than the offense, or however you word it, you win the game. Points per game turns into wins and losses.
There's a lot of yards too that, like, if you're blowing out a team and your defense has been that dominant and you're going to give up 60 passing yards at the end of the game just because Josh Johnson's wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, no, if you're going to make me pick one, it would be points, but there's some things other things I would throw in there as well. That's why we got these advanced analytics now.
Yeah, that's on average, right? Like, sure, there's the offenses that average insanely high points per games, the defense might suck, and it's like, well, that argument doesn't make sense. The defense averages 29 points, and they're still going to the playoffs or winning the Super Bowl.
Seattle's just so much better on paper.
That's
everywhere. But that's why I want to pick the Patriots to win this game.
I even gave you a theory too.
Which, like, it all makes sense. Like, you just look at these stats. Kenneth Walker in the postseason, 250 total yards, 4 touchdowns. JSN, after 1,800 in the regular season, he's at 172 and 2 touchdowns. Like, they're a really good team. Matt's guy, A.J. Barner, has been good. And then the Patriots just don't have it.
The barn burner.
I mean, that's a guy who could not win Super Bowl MVP, but make a difference at the right moment, late in the third.
Okay, well, before we give out game predictions, you guys got any props you like?
I'm sure Matt likes the barn burner.
I mean, look, I think we've put shine too much light on that. It's a little bit too out there
to where moved the line enough.
No more juice. I think it's a little too risky, but I do like him to make a sneaky play. So if you can bet him to, I don't know, 140-yard pass, like longest pass, 40 yards for A.J. Barner. I like that anytime during the game. I think you can bet those, right?
Yeah, like longest reception?
Longest reception. A.J. Barner, 40 yards.
I do love
one special play.
That's a big one.
40 yards, you like that or what?
I mean, the line's probably
40
yards.
Jack, you look like you love that play.
Maybe like 25, 30? We're talking 40 yards?
It's a sneaky prop. Brian's like, what props you got? Nobody was expecting that.
I like it.
It's a sneaky one. Super sneaky. I don't even know how you can bet it or.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. We got to find receiving and then longest reception.
A.J. Barner, 40-yard. Oh, they don't even offer it. 35 yards is plus 1,200. That's value.
That is some value.
Take it down a little bit. Even 30 yards, plus 750. Like just about one little like out and in into a post right over the linebackers. It's there. I can see it. I can visualize it.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite prop, also a tight end. I love Austin Hooper to score. And then, of course, I sprinkled the anytime touchdown. I think this game's going to be.
Why do you like Hooper so much, man? I mean, what's in it?
Yeah. The way the Seahawks defense plays and how talented they are at the back end, if the Patriots do find the red zone, Mike Vrabel being the kind of push around, win the line of scrimmage football coach he is, he's going to go jumbo packages. And with the value on Hooper, I like the idea of a play action, and all you got to do is find an open Austin Hooper.
And you bet on pass at the 1 yard line, right?
Yeah, I put that in too.
I thought you were all over that.
Yeah, it's a plus 600. You're giving me that line?
Jack, you hated that prop, right?
I do.
I'm curious to what people think. I think that's going to be a sucker prop because people are going to look at the last Super Bowl and everybody's going to hammer it.
Well, there's two ways to look at it because Hunter Henry is the second highest likely player on the Patriots to score a touchdown. After Ramondre Stevenson, it's Hunter Henry. So I can see where Brian's coming from. The tight end position might get one, but why would you think it's Austin Hooper, not the guy who's been doing it, Hunter Henry?
A jumbo package, the Seahawks are going to try to take away Henry, and Hooper just has to slip out. Listen, this isn't like I'm telling you it's a lock. I'm telling you there's enough value there, and I think there's a feasible chance for it to happen. Now, the Patriots are going to have to score probably multiple touchdowns, but there's a path. One of my favorites, I'm going to have to print it on a T-shirt one day. There's a path for Austin Hooper to score a touchdown in this game.
You
Dude,
can
in
get
my
Hunter
opinion-
Henry for plus 230, or you can get Austin Hooper for plus 750.
See, I
Anytime.
think that plus 750 is just so much better, such better value than Hunter Henry. And even if Hunter Henry scores and Austin Hooper doesn't, I still believe that that's true.
All right, we'll build it live. AJ Barner plus 750, longest reception. Probably not going to go with Brian's 1 yard line as the next play.
Oh, you probably can't even parlay that.
Yeah, you probably can't. But for what it's worth, that's getting added for everybody watching who wants the scoop. AJ Barner, 30 plus, longest reception, plus 750.
I would say, this is not prop related, though it could be. One thing I want to talk about at least, is that thing I'm looking forward to most probably, JSN versus Christian Gonzalez. That should be a phenomenal matchup. And Christian Gonzalez is a guy that likes to play man. Last time these two played, didn't allow a catch to JSN. So I think it might be cause for, I don't know, for a Patriots fan to be like, hey, we might be able to lock him down. What do you think?
I like the idea. Christian Gonzalez has a sneaky amount of Trayvon Diggs ball hunting in him. He's a much better coverage corner than Trayvon Diggs, but I feel like JSN's best attribute is his twitchiness, and all he has to do is burn Christian Gonzalez on one of those, and he's gonna score a 60-yard touchdown.
Ooh, so what are we thinking? Long touchdown?
I think the play there might be a little JSN under on the reception total, but over on the receiving yard total.
I know people like to do that. I thought you were going to spin off AJ Barner longest reception and throw Raheed Shaheed in there for a longest reception.
I like his receiving number just in general. I think it's at 22.5. Like, he can do that just catching one pass.
Yeah, absolutely can. Maybe he's take the under on his total receptions and the over on his receiving yards.
Yeah, his total reception might be like 2, though. 2.5. I always think this is a sucker bet, but if there is a Super Bowl to bet this, the over 2.5 players to throw a pass, I feel like both these coaches are going to be in their bags with trick plays and trying to do something.
So what? That already counts for both quarterbacks?
Yeah, so it's just one other player to.
You just need one other player. I don't hate it. We saw it in the playoffs. I mean, it's the last game, do or die. You got to unleash everything you have in the playbook. So I feel like it's a good bet every Super Bowl, regardless of who's playing.
Yeah, it feels like Vrabel has something up his sleeve. Maybe McDonald does something crazy with
McDonald's
Cooper Kupp.
doesn't strike me as like the up his sleeve guy. You know who's going to have it up his sleeve is Kubiak.
Kubiak. Yeah, I could definitely see Cooper Kupp throwing a pass in this game.
Oh, yeah. I can see him scoring a touchdown.
You know, Kubiak, I mean, this is like a full display of what the rowdy, passionate Las Vegas Raider fans are going to be feeling next year on the Strip.
All right, so what do we think about this, boys? Any player to record 100-plus receiving yards? No is plus money. Think JSN's getting there?
It's basically, is JSN going to get 100 receiving yards? I think he could. He did it last game against the Rams. A little bit of a tougher defense, but guy's been lights out all year. But it's always a tough task, man. It really all depends how much do the Patriots take him out of the game.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know
Like,
what
do they
his
take
line-
him out of the game enough, or is it just it's JSN? Look at the year he had, and he still goes off.
Yeah, I gotta imagine his
I don't
lines
know.
are like. Okay, so his normal line is right at 100. It's 95. I think that's perfect. I could see him getting like 90 yards. So I'm gonna stay away from that. I think they'll take him away, like Matt said, enough, but he's too good to completely be shut out.
100 yards.
What, you like to know there, Jack?
It's juicy. It's juicy.
Look, plus money juice, I agree. There is some juice there. 100 yards in the Super Bowl is tough. We'll see about low scoring, but if it's low scoring, tough to get to 100 yards.
I mean, also, like, we've seen Super Bowls can be so weird. Matt Collins could catch 4 balls for 125 yards.
So weird. That's why I kind of like Travion Henderson receptions.
I don't know if he'll see the field.
I know. That's the only thing you're betting against.
His receiving yard line is 2.5.
Dude, that's why it's special.
What about a little George Hilani anytime touchdown?
People have been saying him.
His receiving yard line's at 11.5.
Yeah, I mean, they don't let Kenneth Walker really catch passes. Rashid Shaheed rushing 5. There's so many fun props here. I still think my favorite's the Austin Hooper touchdown. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. AJ Barner, 30 yards. Longest reception.
All right, Jack, before we predict the game here, we need a favorite bet from you.
All right. Okay, this is kind of wild. You can get first player to reach 20 receiving yards, JSN plus 195.
So who are they worried about? Stephon Diggs? I'm trying to think of what that line's like. What receivers are against
next
that.
one is Diggs at plus 700.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
700?
it's just the fact that 20 yards isn't too much. They're just handing out plus money out here.
I mean, I think Diggs plus 700 is worth a sprinkle. He could totally get 20 yards in the first drive.
I don't know if they throw the ball that much.
Plus 700 is a lot of value.
It is a lot of value.
They're just going to rip a Rashid Shaheed 50-yarder first drive, aren't they?
It's also assuming they get 20 yards on the first drive.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of things involved.
It's not first drive. It's just first player.
Yeah, but I'm
player to reach. Okay.
I'm assuming you're going to need the first drive because I think the Seahawks probably get somebody on the first drive that I don't know.
You probably have, you probably have like 2 or 3 drives there. It's just going to be a sweat for 2 or 3 drives, but
it's an early sweat.
Yeah. That's like. I really like more I'm looking at this. I'm thinking JSN, Rashid Shaheed, or like it could be anybody.
Great analysis there.
No. You know what I mean? Like if it's like those are the 2 I'm looking at. If it's not going to be those 2, like shit, don't bet it.
I like the Shaheed angle.
Yeah. Like you said, I don't know if the Patriots are really going to be ripping the ball. Even if they get the ball first, if they don't, I don't think they're going to be ripping it right off the bat, passing it all around. We saw last week they started out with 3 straight runs and punted. So 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
How do you guys feel about Cooper Kupp 5+ first quarter receiving yards?
What's with you in these first quarter bets?
He wants to make his money early.
Get in, get out.
He doesn't want to wait the whole game.
I mean, that's not bad. That's probably a reception for him. I got to imagine he averages over 5 yards per catch.
Probably not, but I mean, come on. It feels like one wide receiver screen. I mean, it's basically plus 100. I'm seeing it minus 105 right now, but I mean, that's basically even.
Yeah. No, it's a sneaky one.
Super sneaky. That's what this parlay is going to be, is sneak. All sneak. Barner, Cooper Kupp first quarter. It's going to be ugly. Weird.
I just have a feeling it's going to be a weird Super Bowl.
Yeah. I put the conspiracy in your head, Brian. Now you can't
did.
stop thinking about it.
I can't. All right. Well, with that being said, let's try to predict what's going to happen here. I'll start with you, Matt. What's the final score? Who wins? Who's winning MVP?
I don't want to look like a bozo if I'm like Patriots, low scoring, and just an absolute shootout. But I really do believe the Patriots somehow, some way, I think their lore is big enough and strong enough to just somehow propel them to victory, especially with the entirety of the public all over Seattle. For those two main reasons, not to get into everything else, score's tough right now. I'll probably flip-flop, and we always got to put a correct score bet in because it's the Super Bowl. But I really like the Patriots in a 23-20, 20-19, get it done, maybe field goal to win it. They're down 19-17. They kick a field goal for the win, tied 20-20, kick the field goal. But I like that ugly kind of – there's some points, some touchdowns, but it's still low scoring, still a tight game. I'll give you the Patriots 23-20.
Jack.
Or 24-20, somewhere around there.
Going Seattle. Trying to do some math in my head right now. Seahawks 22. Patriots 13.
13. Okay.
To decide it. Where will views from Section 400 staff stand on Sunday? Is he going to go with the Pacific Northwest?
The Patriots are going to be winning this game.
Wow.
Until the very bitter end. And then Jason Myers, who's been the best kicker all year, will lift his Super Bowl MVP trophy after kicking his 6th field goal from 55 yards out to win the game for Seattle 25-24.
There you have it.
I can pick Seattle to win. I can't pick Sam Darnold to win Super Bowl MVP.
No, yeah.
I feel like you and I are – I was just saying, I feel like you and I are on the same page where I feel like Jason Myers is going to be a very big part of this game. I think I calculated 4 field goals. I think he went 6.
He's had a very, we haven't really heard from him in the postseason yet. He's due for a big moment, and it might be 6 of them on Sunday.
He's due for a massive moment. I do agree there. I'm not, I'm listening to the gut on this one. It's very easy to pick Seattle with the public, and
I mean, that's the thing that worries me, Matt, and I think it's fair. The Vegas, they win, and they've been winning all season. Why stop now? It's the Super Bowl.
On the biggest bet, on the most bet game of the year.
I think it's also important to mention we all picked the Patriots to cover.
We did.
Which it's also public is all over the Seattle cover.
We know something.
Yeah.
They got to win somehow.
What's the line down to?
Yes,
that is a.
I thought it was 5.5.
It was 5.5. So
getting bet down.
Some people jumped on the Patriots because 5.5 is a pretty big spread for a Super Bowl. I mean, most of these last couple of years, I feel like they've all been within 3 points. No,
4.5 now.
Not last year.
Last year was a tight spread.
Oh, the spread. Yeah, I thought you meant the final.
No. I'm talking about spreads going in.
Yeah, I think
I feel like 5.5 is a huge spread for a Super Bowl.
It is.
I know it's down to 4.5.
Were, I think, 1 point favorites.
I mean, I think the Chiefs were favored. I know the first time they played, it might have been even. I mean, I'm trying to think of when spreads were absolutely huge. Do you have to go back to Joe Namath and the Jets?
Yeah, so here we go. So 2025, Kansas City, 1.5 favorite. 24, San Francisco was a 2.5 point favorite. 23, Philly was a 1.5 favorite over Kansas City. 2022, the Rams were 4.5-point favorites
Okay.
over the Bengals. Prior to that, the biggest favorite was New England against the Eagles, the Nick Foles Eagles, at 4. And then Denver was a 5-point dog against Cam Newton's Panthers.
Wow.
And then Saints were a 5-point dog against the Colts. Might be finding a trend here, gentlemen. They won outright. Baltimore was a 4.5-point dog against the Niners. They won outright. The Giants were a 12-point dog against the Patriots. They won outright. Pittsburgh was a 7-point dog.
One. There's your last huge one.
Are these closing lines or opening lines?
These are opening lines.
Opening lines. So this one opened at 5.5. So you're telling me every other 5.5-point dog in the history of the NFL has pulled it out and won the Super Bowl?
The Rams were the most recent large one. They won. But before that, you have the Eagles, the Broncos, the Ravens, the Saints, the Steelers, and the Giants all won outright.
That didn't really bode well.
The Colts the year before the Giants.
That don't really bode well. Still taking the Seattle Seahawks. Pacific Northwest will get its championship.
Yeah, Brian just throwing the bet out the window.
Got one last year.
Brian, you do this every time.
Who?
The Pacific Northwest.
Brian just tries to skirt this responsibility. Like, he doesn't have to walk all the way out there barefoot because of this.
Who won the NBA? Oh, no, the Thunder. That doesn't count.
Is there any team in the Pacific Northwest for NBA?
I guess not.
Seattle's
gone.
There's no team out there. I guess Utah. Do you consider Utah?
Yeah, Utah would count. For the sake of this bet, Utah would count.
Isn't Portland out there?
Yeah, Portland.
I guess Portland. Okay, there you go. It took me a second.
it ain't Portland, Maine, right?
No.
Yeah, the Seattle Storm. They got a WNBA team out there, eh?
I think Brian said no WNBA.
No WNBA. There's not enough teams.
There's always another stipulation.
I think there's only like 8 teams in the WNBA.
Asterisk. Walking asterisk.
I mean, it's probably going to be over after this year anyway.
I'm knocking on wood for you.
There's not like there's anything attached to this bet.
Yeah,
it's not even a bet. I just came out and said there's going to be no team from the Pacific Northwest to ever win again.
No, Matt will back me up. You have to walk out to the Pacific Northwest.
Like, there was something you had to do.
And walk out there.
Yeah.
What?
And, like, video
yeah.
and do a vlog.
Live. Yeah, you have to do like a whole vlog of your journey.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to take off work for the year it's going to take me to walk to Seattle.
God will give you everything you need.
It probably get hit by a freight truck.
You're a good person. People will help you out. We'll see you in a few months.
It's going to take me a year. At least. Yeah, I won't be doing that.
Yeah, all right. Well, I tried.
Well, you won't be because the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, I can't believe I picked Seattle.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, but...
All right, last thing on Seattle while we're on the topic of the Pacific Northwest. Is this team better than the Legion of Boom team if they win the Super Bowl by 7+ points?
Interesting. Nice.
I don't know if I'm ready to say.
Provokes thought.
Here's why I don't know if I'm ready to say that. That Legion of Boom team was good, and they should have had 2.
But they were playing against sorry receivers like Crabtree.
They were.
They still should have had 2. So if this Seattle team can go get 2, then sure, I'll give them that. I don't know if this team is better than that team. Like, if you put them both in a vacuum, like, that defense was all worldly. Like, that's the generational defense that still gets talked about. And maybe this defense will get talked about in that light. But, you know, I feel like the Texans or the Broncos were sort of the story all season. And then you look at the offensive side, and that was Marshawn Lynch. That was Russell Wilson in his prime. Like, that was Doug Baldwin. That was a fun team. Jermaine Kearse, whoever else was out there. I know I'm forgetting one guy.
Percy Harvin.
Tyler Lockett or something. But like those were some.
Lockett was there yet.
No, those were some good guys over there. Like this team, I don't know if it has that same real effect. And JSN is phenomenal, but
JSN's better than Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
JSN's
I'll give him that.
Of both teams.
I'll give him that. But Marshawn Lynch, he's taking the cake. So is Russell Wilson. Pause. I don't know why I had to say like that, but yeah, I'm gonna give it
a big kick.
That other team. I'm gonna give it to that other team, that Legion of Boom team for now. For now.
I killed Matt.
I didn't hear what you said.
We don't need to repeat it.
Yeah, I glossed over that. I'll listen to it.
Finally got in on like a Brian one-liner fucking laugh.
I finally broke Matt.
They're good.
It takes a lot of episodes.
Finally got me there.
All right,
That was ridiculous.
Let's bring in our Patriots fan on the staff, Mr. Nick. Nick,
That's
how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I've gone from last Sunday saying there's no chance. I'm just glad we're here to ascension, like ascending to myself saying, I think we're the underdog. Like this is exactly where we want to be. Like I feel good about it, but that's honestly the worst part because this is like not the most confident, but like being like, oh, this could happen since the Eagles game. And that is a all-time tough game for me. I have a tattoo because of it. So, yeah, I was that confident that we'd win that. That was the only time I ever bet a tattoo in my life, and of course I've lost. So, but yeah, the vibes have definitely rose. It's become apparent that we just gotten here off of good vibes and like plays. Drake's got to have a good game. He's made the throws. He's been solid, but he hasn't had that like standout performance during any of these playoffs at all that I think he needs to have in order to beat the Seahawks. I really think our defense is still underrated. That's the thing that we're riding on, and I think throughout this playoffs, it's every opponent that we played, everyone automatically assumes that their defense is just so much better than ours. And obviously, Seahawks defense is amazing, but I think the difference between the two is, I think, less than what people perceive to be, and especially if Darnold's not on his game, because just throughout Darnold's career, he's had those games that he just doesn't show up, and we haven't seen it. Maybe it's gone. It could be gone. We're going to find out Sunday but there's a chance, especially against this Patriots team that he's had trouble against, that he won't be seeing ghosts, but I think there's a chance that we might be able to get him off his game, especially because people also forgot he's still hurt. Like everyone,
I still think that may have been a fake injury. You
think it's fake?
Yeah, so he had the excuse that if he became a pumpkin again, he could have blamed his oblique.
I like that theory because then he has no excuse for this game.
Yeah, Nick, you pretty much echoed what I said about Sam Darnold. Like maybe it's past him. He's proven up to this point that it could definitely be behind him, and he's the new Sam Darnold, Super Bowl potential winning quarterback. But there's always
that's what he was drafted to be.
There's always the chance the ghosts come back.
Oh, I think we don't even need him for the ghosts to fully come back. We just need him to be off his game. I mean, if he's throwing picks left and right, I think this is easy. But just him not completing, like him and JSN being off, I think we're gonna do everything we can to shut him down. I don't know if we're gonna have Gonzalez on him the whole game or just kind of roam on one side. But that matchup is really good, and I believe, did they play in college against each other back in the day?
They played last year.
Well, yeah.
Each other last year?
Do we played the Seahawks last year? I don't know. I blanked out last year. Gerard Mayo pissed me off so much. I just could not stand the press conference. They said I can't help him once they step on the field. I was like, this dude is just not it. Like, this is crazy. How can you say that as a coach? You're like the one guy that can help him on the field.
Yeah, in 2024, Seattle won 23-20.
I completely blacked out that game.
The first two touchdowns of that game, Jacoby Brissett to Jalen Polk and Geno Smith.
Oh,
to DK
that
Metcalf.
okay. I do remember that game. That was back when I think I had like any form of hope, and then that was before Drake, right?
Yeah, that was
Sounds like it's Jacoby Brissett.
it was all Jacoby Brissett.
That was and that's exactly why I think I blocked it out, was because the first game that I really cared about was when Drake played, because it just made no sense that he didn't start off the bat. But I don't know, Jacoby Brissett, he's gonna get a contract for a long time just off of this year.
Yeah, JSN in
might-
that game,
he
12
might be-
catches, 117 yards.
He is not getting a long-term contract because of this year.
I know,
he
as
might-
a backup,
might.
He might be the.
I'm not saying
key
he's
to
a starter
I
every
thought you were
game.
saying a team is going to start. Or sign
No,
him.
hell
He's a
no.
starter.
Hell no.
Hey,
He's
what
going
about
to be a
Clark?
career backup that's going to make money.
That'd be the worst decision a franchise could make. I don't care what he did this year with the
Mike
Chargers,
LaFleur is the
Cardinals.
Journeyman quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, and we've seen the frustration with Kyler Murray. He might just he might just get promoted.
Hey, if that happens, man, the Cardinals should cease operations and move.
Yeah, I would not base a franchise off of that man whatsoever. But he's a good vibes backup. Has the upside of like plays a few games at starter. Like if you need to depend on him, you're gonna be exactly what the Cardinals were this year. But if you need a few games, like, and you have a decent, like, pretty good starter, then and you're trying to get into playoffs, he's a good 1 or 2 start kind of guy.
He's just a boring Jameis Winston.
Yeah. And he's got the commercials that now in what company is it that he's like comes in as the backup guy?
Geico.
Have you seen those for the backup quarterbacks?
Yeah, Tommy
Oh,
DeVito,
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, has a chance to get a ring. Who would have thought?
Oh yeah. Yeah, third
Yeah.
string, baby.
Tommy Cutlets.
He's there. I honestly didn't. He's on the Patriots, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he was there.
He's
know
on the
where I
practice
saw it.
squad. He's
Still
like
got a
our
ring.
emergency third string, but hey, he's there. He's been there the whole year.
Damn, the Giants thought he was going to be like their franchise guy in the moment.
He's the reason they didn't get Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden Daniels. Look at him.
That's
which
tough.
which you're mad about, even though you have Jackson Dart.
Yeah. I like Jackson Dart, but I mean, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May have all been into the playoffs already.
Well, if any of them were on the Giants, they wouldn't be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Yeah, we know that.
The Commanders,
know
the
that.
Commanders weren't
We
very
know
good
that.
last year, and Jaden led them to the playoffs.
Well, you know,
The Giants were bad
you know how
vibes
we
since
are
like
with
week
Jaden
1.
Daniels.
All right. Well, Nick, you sound like you're confident. You want to give us a score prediction?
Throw a prop bet out there first, and then give us a score prediction. You got to have a sneaky Patriots prop for us, or maybe the Seahawks.
No, I think Hunter Henry's gonna go off in this game.
Wow,
I like him for both the
Just
over and
debunking
touchdowns.
Brian.
It's not what I want to hear.
Just debunking Brian.
I got the Austin Hooper touchdown.
I think the tight ends will just be utilized a lot in this game, but I like Hunter Henry. I mean, he's been a career like pretty good tight end, and this could be like his good way to like not end his career, but like a nice little like keep it going for the next few years. He signed an extension. I mean, he went through the shit in Boston, so I really hope that he gets to see like have a good game. So I would honestly parlay. I forgot what his yards is. It can somebody look? I don't want to. I'm on my phone, so I don't want to pull out of it.
Yeah, you want Hunter Henry over
Yeah,
under?
yeah,
It's got to be like 36.5.
yeah. I think it's right around there. I thought.
44.5. That seems right.
See. Receiving Hunter Henry 20.
39 and a half.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that and a touchdown. Do a parlay on that. Let's get rich.
Let's get rich. You heard him, folks.
Yep,
Man.
heard it here first.
Well, Brian won't be doing that because he's got the backup, but everybody else can cheer along.
Hey, you could do that as a little like just throw a couple dollars on it, just as a little backup parlay.
I don't know
Look,
if I can root
I'm
against.
a big Hunter Henry guy, but I think every time I bet him this year, it didn't work out
Yeah, it just doesn't get the ball. It'll go to some other receiver.
Yeah, I think it was just as quick as Championship Sunday. I had Hunter.
Mac
Henry.
Hollins could sneaky have a good game. He's come and made some
Maybe.
plays since he got back. He's an unbelievable blocker. He sets the tone out for these guys, which is huge. So
Guy's a good football player.
yeah.
Can we get any kind of Mac Hollins entrance props?
I feel like him not to wear shoes is like minus 500.
It's minus 5,000. That's like what he does.
Yeah, he literally is a testament saying that he will not wear shoes. He's like torn his like feet off on a track one time that he was talking about, like because he just refused to wear shoes. So I think if he had any, especially in California, there's no way he's not wearing shoes. I mean, he's not wearing shoes. Correct. I just confused myself. There we go.
So let me ask you clearly. Do you think he's going to be wearing shoes? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. All right.
You know what? Wait. Let me think about it. No.
Yeah, he ain't wearing shoes. No way.
But back to score prediction, I think it will be like a 23-19 game. A little weird numbers. There might be a safety thrown in there or something.
That was right on where my prediction was.
What'd you say? 23 to what?
19. And I'm going to take my guys.
I thought there was a joke coming there. You just didn't hear him.
No.
Is there a joke there?
No, I didn't hear
okay.
you. I know because it sounded a lot like me. I was 22-13.
I mean, that's definitely different. I'm talking about a 4-point game. You're talking about a 9-point game. But
close.
I think it's gonna be close. But I'm gonna take my guys. I mean, the mortal lock is definitely the spread. Did it go down to 3.5?
So it is at 4.5.
Okay, I was about to say that got me worried. I've been like the past 2 weeks just for like every day putting like $10 or like $15 down on it. I think I'm up to like $95 on Patriots spread, and then I didn't do great this past week, so I'm just gonna like throw my free play all on the money line. we're either having a great Super Bowl or it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be real tough. Yeah, that's double dip right there.
Ultimate good vibes. Like we're running off of good vibes, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, I'm surprised Brian hasn't called this year's Patriots team the fun team.
Any team led by Mike Vrabel is not
Can't
the
be the
fun
fun
team.
team. Yeah.
It's just not. You won't be able to sell me on it.
He's
a dog.
Vibes and fun.
What the thing I've been saying is, what if Vrabel is like a great coach and you just need a quarterback? All this time, you just never had a quarterback.
I will not.
The best he had was Ryan Tannehill. That guy was mid to like bleh. Like have you ever like gone into like a primetime game being like, oh my god, is Ryan Tannehill? Like, no, never.
I mean, they try to turn like Josh Dobbs into like their guy. They didn't do it.
That's our backup.
I don't know if that's necessarily Vrabel's fault or if that was the front office's fault. I don't know how much sway he really had as his first go around in Tennessee, but yeah, no, he never really had a good quarterback, but I don't think they really tried to get a good quarterback.
He had Malik Willis.
Yeah, I mean, Malik was so raw back then.
Oh, also, Nick, do you remember Malik Willis at Auburn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I just completely...
He played a few. I think he played a few games, right?
I have no idea, but
I don't remember him playing.
I remember him specifically off of watching one of the spring games, and he had a fucking arm. Sorry,
that's what it was. He had an insane spring game that I remember hearing about, and he was, the 5-star freshman coming into Auburn or whatever it was, and maybe it was transfer. I don't know, but big athletic quarterback.
Yeah.
Next Cam Newton looking kind of guy. We were all excited about him.
I mean, that's what we've been looking for a while.
We've just been looking for someone who can throw the football. We have.
That's true. I mean, it's come tough.
Brown.
All right, I got a dash though, so I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to the Celtics Rockets game tonight.
Who are you rooting for?
Fun.
Who's the first basket?
Dude, I've never done a first basket in my life because there's no chance I'll ever hit.
not what I'm
I
asking.
don't know. It's
Jabari Smith Jr.
sure. Let's go for it.
Come on,
Love
dude.
it.
You
He
can't let
doesn't
Jack
start.
influence you.
He comes off the
I
bench.
need-
I'm gonna go hit it on the whatever book I'm on.
He does.
Wait, he's not even a starter?
I don't think so.
Yeah, is he not?
I don't think he starts with KD there now.
No, they started together, at least at the start.
I'll let you know.
Okay,
right
I
now.
gotta go. I'll talk to y'all
All right.
later.
Appreciate you hopping on, Nick. Coming in hot.
Guy's a character. You probably got to get him on here a little more often.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
maybe the Red Sox will make a run, or the Celtics. We'll be talking some NBA here shortly. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I think that's more of an unfortunately.
but we do have college basketball. Yeah, I guess this is the part where I get a little sentimental and say thank you to you guys for sticking with me for another football season. It's our third football season here in the Nosebleeds, and thank you to all the listeners that have stuck with us. And for those that haven't, sorry, Jack. What?
Wait, were you thanking me and Matt first?
I was thanking you two first.
Oh, I thought you were thanking the listeners from the start.
No, Brian was getting emotional, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, but
it was another good season.
Not
Thank
the
you.
way we would have wanted to attend, but
Yeah.
it was a fun season, fun year chopping
Yeah,
off.
no.
One of our better years, I think, in terms of the product we put out for views. So definitely a big ups and only going to get better next year.
Yeah, and for
One of these-
anybody, sorry, go ahead, Jack.
One of these years, we got to get like a Eagles Jags Super Bowl. So me and Matt are both jacked up on this.
That
Super
would be
Bowl,
fantastic.
Final Super Bowl Sunday recording. That would be glorious.
What you saying
gotta-
fuck me for?
Well, two of our two teams won 10 games this year. Your team's trying to.
We got John
Yeah.
Harbaugh. I got the best coach on the podcast.
Hey, yo.
I told you the delusional Giant fans were going to just come
He's
flying.
back.
They're out of the woodwork. It's insane. What's that? 2 weeks after the hire, they got the best coach in the division in the league.
Oh, my
I
God.
didn't say
You
in the
said the
division.
league.
I said on the podcast.
Eagles off a Super Bowl. They hired
No.
Harbaugh, who just looked horrible.
Yeah, I think I'd take Liam Cohen.
Duval.
People just will never ever give Sirianni his credit, and it's insane. The fuck has Liam Cohen done, Brian? Other than win 12 games and become the Jaguars' fifth most wins all time in their 20-year season.
It's a pretty poverty franchise, and he just won 12 games.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, dude. I'm not.
All right. Well, for those of you guys that have found us in this football season and haven't been through an off season with us, we're really have a sprint to the finish line here before March Madness. Going to do a bunch of college basketball stuff. Released our first bracketology over on the website, viewsfromsite400.com. Definitely go check that out. And then once the summer comes around, it'll be a lot of baseball, some golf, some tennis, more of our guy Steve, and some 4 and 400. Can't wait to start that up again.
We've been brainstorming some really good ideas. I'm excited for the 4 and 400s.
I think Matt took home the win last year. We're gonna have to figure out a punishment for the loser this summer's 4 and 400.
Yeah.
We just reward the winner. Why do we got to punish people?
What do you want to give the
Punish-
winner, Jack?
I don't know. Maybe we'll punish someone. Fair enough.
They're props. I don't
But
know.
yeah, that is the football season in the Nosebleeds. 242 episodes down, a lot more to go. We appreciate everyone as always.
I was just going to say it isn't quite. I mean, it'll end, and we're right back with the NFL draft. So I know we get emotional because it's over, but we'll be right back. NFL draft, schedule release. It's a long ways, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough not having a first round pick this year, but You never know what Stoney's going to do. Maybe he'll jack us up into the late first round, see the Jaguars pop on the board. I'll be looking forward to seeing that.
Dude.